Hi, I'm Stuart from the Norfolk Honey Company and welcome back to our beekeeping channel. And we're back at our oilseed rape field where we've had our bees beside this field for the duration of the flowering period, which has now ended. We've had quite a few swarms this spring. A lot of the colonies seem to have decided to swarm, and we managed to pick up some of those. And today I thought it would be great just to show you how one of those is progressing. We're not quite sure how far they've got. It's been a few weeks since they went into this particular nuke box, but we'll go over and have a look at them and see how they're progressing. So here we are. We are on the edge of the field of oilseed rape. You can actually see the pods are developing really well. We've had some rain. They could probably do with some more rain now. Hopefully these pods are going to swell and the farmer is going to be really pleased with the pollination that the bees have provided. It certainly looks a really good crop, but I'm no expert. So let's have a look at this colony. So these swarmed a few weeks ago. They were actually here on one of these plants. We've shaken them into this box and hopefully they're developing nicely. We'll see if we can spot the queen. Maybe she's one of our own. I can't quite remember with this colony now. They seem fairly calm. Plenty of bees in here. They've certainly drawn lots of the comb. So we have 6 frames. This is a Payne's 6-frame box, and I can immediately see that the queen has laid eggs right across into this frame. So this is the outside frame. We've actually got a rudimentary queen cup on this frame. I'll just turn it around to show you. So at the top here we've got this little rudimentary queen cup. I'll just break it open and then I can look inside and see actually that there's nothing in there, so that's okay. So make sure that I turn it around the right way before I set it down, so that when I put it back into the colony it's the right way round. So that looks pretty good. So we'll move through the hive, and these are really now ready to go into a full-size hive. Looking down at them I can see that we're right across on every frame. This one in particular completely full of sealed brood. There's just a little bit of brood remaining on this side to be capped, and they've started building some comb off the bottom of the frame as well. Bees are quite calm, they don't really need a great deal of smoke. Today I'm using my very small J tool. It's just one that I think I got this second hand actually, in a job lot of hive tools. It's quite nice to use. And here's the queen. And in fact she's one of our old red dot queens. So let me see if I can point her out to you. She's just over here. Quite a dark queen, and she's got the remnants of a red dot on her thorax. So this is a colony that has swarmed, and we've been able to pick up the original queen. Again, another solid block of sealed brood, and I imagine that she's now looking for more space to lay into. Of course, once all of this brood emerges, this box is going to be way too small for them, so we really need to be considering getting them into another box. Again, another frame almost completely full of brood, all capped, ready to emerge. The bees seem fairly calm. And she's laying in every possible cell that she can. There are eggs dotted around the outside of this brood. and you can see the wires. For some reason they don't really like laying eggs in the wires that run through the foundation. So here we've got this kind of tramline effect where the queen hasn't laid in, but that's quite a nice brood pattern. Very happy with that. And then the final frame. And this is all stores on the outside, and the queen's actually laid some eggs in this space here. So we've got brood in all stages across all of these frames now, and they're still trying to pack in more stores. So we really need to get these transferred into a full-size hive so that they can continue to grow. So that's really good news. I'll just ease all of these frames across. Better to slide them across all in one go if you can, because then you're not crushing bees as you go. One of the things that I don't like about this particular nuke box is that there's no lip on the edge where the frames sit, so you're putting the frames down on a flat surface, and sometimes you do have a tendency to crush bees. So normally you'd just slide this back in, but if we did that, we'd end up rolling the bees, and that's going to anger them, it's going to wind them up, it's going to damage them. So we just gently shake the bees off onto the top bars. So we have a frame that's nice and clear of bees, and then that will slide in really easily. I know it seems like quite a lot of bees are up in the air now, but once they hit the top bars they tend to run down into the box, and now that we've done that, we've been able to push that frame in without damaging any bees. Finally, we just tap off the bees that are on the roof. This one's actually got a damaged roof to it, which sits across here, so I wouldn't use this one over winter, but for the summer it's perfectly fine, and we can pop that back in position. And that's it, we've got our inspection done. We've got a brick on it just to stop the wind from getting under that poly roof and blowing them away, and I'm really pleased with the way that's turned out. If you'd like to catch up with lots more video content, then take a look at our Patreon page, and I'll put all of the links down in the description below. We've also got our Facebook group, which is Stewart's Beekeeping Basics, and you're welcome to go across and join in the conversation there. And we've also got our podcast, which is called Beekeeping Short and Sweet, and that's a weekly beekeeping podcast that you can find on most podcast players now, or you can get the very latest episode of that podcast again on our Patreon page, and if you check in the description we've got all the links there. We're going to head off now and catch up with some of the other inspections that we need to do and record a few more videos for our Patreon page. So until next time, thanks for watching.